know too much. I know too much about white culture. I know how they built this country. I know that they're not going to have a lot of sympathy or empathy for us. And really, humans don't really have that much empathy for other ethnic groups. They just don't. Even black people, like we don't really sit around thinking about how we're going to save the Asian community, right? I'm like, well, that's their job. Like, I'm sure you got some Chinese leaders that'll make sure Chinese people are good, but I don't. I'm not because I don't care. It's just I ain't got time. I got my own family over here, right? So let's keep going here. So the research finding is that people with an internal locus of control, people that take accountability and say, what I do makes a difference, they are more likely to invest in education and skill development. So they're more likely to jump in and say, what can I do to make this happen for me? They persist longer on difficult tasks, meaning they have more resilience. They also achieve higher academically and in career. Does that surprise anybody? Who's surprised by that? That people who take accountability, who internalize and say, I'm going to do the best I can. I don't know what the outcome's going to be, but I determine most of my outcomes in my life. These people are more successful in education, they're more successful in business, they're more successful in life. How many of you are, is anybody surprised by that? Yes or no? Is anybody surprised, or is just what you would expect? Also, they said that those with an external locus of control are more likely to blame external factors and invest less in human capital. So, because you believe, they call it a self-fulfilling prophecy. Another area, if you're into statistics, there was something called Bayesian statistics, where you have something called Bayesian priors, and all that means is that if you whatever you expect to happen is there's a good chance it's going to happen just like that. So, if you go into a situation expecting a negative outcome, you expect to fight, and you come in like this, and you're ready to fight, you're gonna probably get a fight because you're approaching it as a fighter, and so when you approach someone as a fighter, then they're gonna pull up their dukes and they're gonna fight you, right? Whereas if you'd approached it differently, you would have got a different outcome. Locus of control can predict financial well-being. Large population studies have directly linked psychological outlook to financial outcomes. So here's an example. A nationally representative UK study examined intelligence, mental health, and locus of control as predictors of financial well being. Their key finding was even after controlling for demographics, intelligence, locus of control predicted your financial outcome the most. Ain't that something else? Doesn't that contradict every single thing that you hear from people that want to embrace the victim mentality? They said even when you control for demographics, your race, your where you came from, everything else, when you control for even intelligence, I mean, I thought intelligence would make a difference. Like you got to be smart, right? No, if you are a brilliant wimp, right? If you have a high IQ but don't believe in yourself and don't have any sort of belief that you can accomplish that your actions matter, then guess what? You will be as successful as a person with no intelligence at all. You're not going to accomplish anything. You might have the strength of a bull, but the impact of a mosquito because you're a wimpy bull.